What is up, guys? Welcome back to Geta and Don. I'm your host, John Geta. We survived day one, baby. We made it 11 hours. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest. Like, I literally had so much energy throughout the day, like, towards the end. Like, when you bend over sometimes and you kind of like, oh, you doze off, like, you get a little dizzy. I got that, like, the last hour. And they sent me home an hour early, baby. You know how it is. But we made it. We made it through. We made it through one day. And the funny thing about this is that if I didn't even work today, the rest of the week would still be more hours than I worked at this job. So that's a fun fact. But moving forward, one thing that always pumps me up, and it pumped me up today a lot, and it kept me going, is music. And that's the topic for today, is how it's literally like a drug. When you listen to the right song in the right moment, for me especially, I don't know if a lot of people could, I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, but when you listen to that right song in the right moment, and you get bumping, like you start moving a little bit, like you start feeling it, hey, like it's like a drug. Like, your whole body just like wakes up. And I might be tripping, it might just be me, but there's moments like where I'm down and someone starts playing a good song, and I get into it and I get all this energy and I get hyped up and I'm ready. Like when I first got in there at 6 a.m., started making like lemonades, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long day. All of a sudden, I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys came on, and I started singing that. I started hitting it a little bit, and then the Jonas Brothers came on, and I was like, I was bumping. I was feeling it. I was bumping. And then, I got off at 11, took my break, 3 hours, when it was like a 3 hour gap. And I started hearing some songs on the radio, and I was moving a little bit. Some Bieber came on, and I was on it. I felt really good. And I always get like that. Just randomly, like if I listen to a good song that fits the way I'm feeling, and I start moving, I start bumping. And I know a lot of y'all are like that. And that really saved me. It saves me in so many situations where I just feel like I don't have anything else to give. A song will wake you up, it'll change the mood. And man, it was a big impact today. It was a big impact today. Like there's random times where I'm kind of just like, I get up. I always say this, especially if I get up really early. Once I get in the car and I start listening to music, my body's not tired anymore. Like I literally I'm going. Like my body starts moving a little bit, a little hey, like, and I get a little silly, especially like recently. It's my last week. Last week you don't care as much, and for me it's like I'm not as bothered by a lot of things because my mind is like, all right, it's over. Like I'm not going to deal with this forever. I feel like you're more bothered with things when you're thinking like, this is like gonna keep going. This is my life kind of situation because you're not leaving. You're still there. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to keep dealing with this. But in my mind, it's like one more week. This is it. It's just this week. I go through it, and today was a lot easier than that was gonna be. Way easier. But I do believe that 3 hour gap did help me, and I do believe Friday is gonna be an absolute nightmare. Working 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. just straight through. I feel like that is going to suck. Or maybe it won't. Maybe I overestimated this whole week. But once again, it's only been one day. Like I said, I could be going through torture when y'all are watching this. Because once again, y'all are going to be watching this on Tuesday while I'm working. So I'm going to be in the middle of my shift. This drops at 4 p.m., 4:03 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be in the middle of my shift because I don't get out till 8. So it's going to be like, oh, it's going to suck. It's really, really going to suck. I don't get out to 10. On Tuesday, I don't get out to 10. Oh boy, yeah, it's gonna be a real doozy tomorrow. But it's like I'm getting moments with everybody. Is that what it's supposed to be for me? It's like kind of like a last real send off week. Like I'm working all the time, the whole day, every day. People are gonna get to talk to me. I'm gonna get to talk to everyone. Kind of enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, after this week, I'm not gonna see a majority of these people ever again for my life. That's the reality of life, though, is going forward and advancing. You're supposed to be doing better things as a human being. You're supposed to be doing better things for your life. You want to pursue your happiness and who you are as a person, and you want to be able to say, "I'm trying. I'm trying." That's something we could all want to reach to say because not everyone could say I'm doing great. Not everyone could say I'm doing amazing right now, but we all can say that we are trying to do better. And I know you like how I switched it from music to a more serious thing, but hey, after a while you just get used to it because that's the way we do it. That is it for today, guys. Real short episode. Like always, I want to keep this short and sweet just so you can watch it on the fly. You can tune in real quick and you don't have to worry about just sitting down and listening to me talk for 30 minutes because trust me, I don't have the most loving voice, I suppose. But Once again, this has been Getting It Done. Enjoy your week. Work hard. Work harder every single day. And I'll see you tomorrow.